Hey everyone, welcome to Change It Up Daily Workout sponsored by Core Health and Fitness. I'm Robert Sherman, your master trainer today. I'm excited to spend this session with you and to keep our community healthy and active during these challenging times. Join us every day as we support and connect with one another, most importantly, to change it up. We are here to keep you moving with many different workouts every week, but remember, finding balance is the key. So with me today is Nikki. And today we're going to practice yoga. This is where the difference comes in and finding balance is the key. So if everything's been very high energy, this is a perfect class to bring a sense of peace and a sense of balance back to yourself, back to your mind. And we're going to connect all of these things with the Yoga Foundations class today. So whether you're brand new to yoga or practice all the time, you'll be either familiar or you're going to learn about what these poses have in store for you. It breaks into 3 categories. We're going to start with a very gentle flow and an activation series, followed by a standing series of poses to learn from and to build from. And finally, we're going to do a floor series that brings us down in the end to a very comfortable and quiet and what I hope rejuvenated space. So let's get started. With your feet together, I want you to bring your hands to heart center. And if that's comfortable for you, stay here. If it's uncomfortable, simply just put one hand on the heart, one hand on the abdomen, or if more relaxed, just let the arms hang by your side. So our goal today is to simply find a sense of breath before we do anything else. If you can take the next few slow, deep breaths, inhale and exhale would be phenomenal. In this way, think of breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth for these first few cycles. And just recognize how changing your breath, slowing it down makes you feel. We're going to consciously feel each and every breath and just recognize what it does to our nervous system. Brings us a sense of calm, hopefully a sense of quiet and a sense of ease. On the next breath, transition into nose in, nose out breathing if possible, and just recognize the difference. Throughout our practice today, I'm going to ask you to feel certain things. Recognize movement in parts of our body and activation in certain muscles and muscular patterns. In this way, you become more aware of not only your movement, but movement and how it feels. So let's take these next 2 breaths in and out through the nose before we start to move. Beautiful. On the next exhale, I want you to lower your arms by your sides, and I want you to feel the hands just relax towards the earth. Take the shoulders up as you inhale, and then down as you exhale. Again, inhale up, exhale down. If you want to circle the shoulders, go right ahead, up, back, down. If that feels great, enjoy it. Move with your body. Let the expression of your body start to take hold. Start to roll one shoulder then the other, and just feel how the change of the body and slight rotational patterns makes a difference to what's happening on your feet and all the way to the crown of the head. Now, let's keep the shoulders quiet as you bend the knees. Let's flex hip, knees, and ankles and come right back up. Now, let's fold and lift a few times. And as we lower and lift, just recognize how the muscles react in stretch. When I turn to the side, you can see where the hips position themselves as you move and how we extend back up to center. The movement of the hips and the body in extension creates a nice challenge for us. And when I want you to feel the body sink into those thighs this time, and I want you to hold the flex. Staying here, you're going to recognize whether my ankles are bending or is coming from my hips or only from my knees. Here's the concept. If we learn to flex a little deeper into those ankles, we create a little more range of motion on the lower half of the leg. But you're going to feel a nice work that comes onto the top. Now slowly lift the body, come back up, and we're going to come down again, but this time with the arms above the head. Inhale, arms up. Exhale slowly into the squat. Drop into the hips. Keep the arms elevated and recognize how quickly the body stops. Feel how the muscles across the back control where the hips are going and how those two together create a difference in your movement. The connection in the back. Let the arms come down. Feel the release. And then swing the arms back up again. Straight up lift. That's it. Swing down and up. One more time. Swing down. This time, come up and lift the whole body as one. Feel the elevation, feel the extension, hold that stretch. Now, let's take your left hand and grab your right wrist. Move the upper body up and over. Left hand, beautiful. Feel that nice long stretch from center. Feel the reaching up and the lifting out at the same time. Other side. When you switch sides, each one of you are going to find a pattern. Think of it not as a crunching down, but a lifting up and extending away from the body. Feel the elevation, even look inside the elbow to change how the body feels. Come back to center. Bring both arms out to the side. We're going to play today with our visual sense of balance. We're going to play today with how muscular movement feels and how everything starts to work together. Progression. Place the hands on your hips. Move the hips side to side. Just a little rock right, rock left. Recognize how the hips start to play. And then move the knees and then roll the hips forward and back a few times and just play along the pelvic line, moving that pelvis forward, back, little circles, reverse the circles, move around. This activation feeling that you create is when you weight shift and you move your body weight from one side to the other and reposition your hips, it creates more circulation, more warmth. But it also makes us aware of what's moving and most importantly, what's not. Come back to your center, inhale, long spine, lift up. Nice, bring the arms up together. Reach that torso, elevate, see your thumbs, but I want you to be careful here. Try not to throw your head back. Instead, bring the arms forward if it's hard to see the thumbs, and then lift through the thoracic spine, the upper part of your back, creating a little length and extension through that body. Hold. If you can bring your palms closer together without bending your elbows, give it a try. If it's too hard, just keep the hands separated, nice and long. On the exhale, open the arms, hinge forward, sink. When you get to that halfway point, recognize what's happening in the back of the legs. And then if it feels tight, bend your knees, fold into those thighs. Let the head drop, let the eyes relax, let the head just sink and fall. If you can't quite get to the floor, keep the hands above the knees and recognize a little support always goes a long way. Now together, place the hands on the shins. Look up halfway and lift. Feel the active spine and feel that extension through the back and recognize the muscles that are connecting. Lift the sit bones, lengthen the chest and feel that extension all the way out. Inhale deep. On the exhale, bring the palms down. Step back into a plank. Now when you step back into a plank, the hands are directly under the shoulders. Legs straight back. Look forward to the front edge of your mat. Lower your knees. Throughout the practice, anytime you feel the need to come to your knees, do not hesitate. Come down, reset. You can always come back again. Let's rock forward and back. Move the body out, move the body back. As we're rocking, just recognize the stretch that's happening in the wrists, the hands, the weight bearing into the shoulders, the back, the arms, and how moving forward changes the need or necessity for recruitment and control. Now, let's have some fun with it. Walk your knees directly under your hips. Recenter your hands. Playful. Part of change is the willingness to fall. And the willingness to fall comes from putting ourselves in positions that require a little more dynamic stability. Let's extend your right hand forward. Reach out and hold. Now, extend your left leg in the air. Reach back. Holding that position, visualize a line coming down the middle of your mat. And I want you to keep your spine on that line, even if you look up. Now we're going to create a little space. Lift the chest to higher, push the heel back further behind you, and feel the activation that that creates. Switch sides. Lower down, reset, release, switch. Left arm, right leg. Flex the ankle, lift the chest, hold the extension, and feel that nice stable balance. If you're shaky, no problem. Tipping, tilting, normal. Part of the practice. Part of the idea of learning about how we move and where we find stability. Now bring the hand down, lower the knee, rock the hips, and we're going to move something into a cat-cow, which is just spinal flexion and extension. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, flex the spine. Inhale, lift the chest. Extend up and out. Exhale, flex the spine. Inhale, lengthen forward and recognize how that muscular mass of the torso moves and extends. Beautiful. Exhale, flex. Inhale, extend. Nice. One more time, flex. Now what we're going to do next is put these two movement patterns together. We're going to bring the opposite arm and leg. So let's bring that right arm forward again. Left leg up. Lift the chest, go into extension. And on your exhale, elbow to knee. Touch under the body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, flex. Inhale, lift. Exhale, flex. So we create the movement with the spine, but we also feel the activation through balance. Hold the arm up, hold the leg up, and switch sides. Nice. Reset the hips, left side, balance. Hold here. Everything works in opposites. Feeling one side and feeling the opposite side. These muscles work as pairs. There's team, there's connection. The body is an integrated whole, wants to find these connections. Why? Because we're more efficient, elbow to knee. And the only reason the body doesn't want to go in a specific path is because it's not used to it. We become programmed, or our habits have placed a message that it's easier to go this way than it is to follow a new path. It is up to us to create a new path. We have to choose. Lift and hold. Stay up. Hold the extension. Lengthen. Lift. Breathe. Bring the hand down. Knees down. Rock side to side. Well done. Now, bring it back to child's pose. And as you bring your hips back, stretch the fingers. Lower the chest and lengthen. Big exhale. Inhale. Big exhale. Beautiful. Let's create some activation. Come forward. Walk the hands back under the shoulders. Now, let's curl the toes under. Lift the knees 1 inch off the mat and feel the change to the muscles around the spine. Feel that core connection. Recognize it. Spread the toes, spread the fingers, and just feel that body balanced above the mat. Lift the hips up and back into down dog and create that fluid line. Well done. Now, with our feet in down dog, if you've never been in a downward facing position before, spread the palms and look forward at your thumbs. Lift the chest a little higher so it's not so stressful in the shoulders. Those who've been practicing, you can bring your heart a little deeper between those arms and feel the stretch and the contraction between the shoulders, the back, the arms. And now, take the heels up and down a few times. Elevate and lower. So we feel that connection of when the body is in motion, we can articulate certain joints that change how the rest of the body feels. Now let's hold the heels low and bend the knees. Best you can, flex and extend. Flex and extend. Now one more time. This time now, hold the extension. Together, lift the chest, come forward, out over your hands. And once you reach that extended posture, hold your body. Feel that plank position right above the mat. Now together, deep breath in. And on the exhale, lower your knees. Look forward over the front edge of the mat. Now we're going to together lower from high plank to low on your knees. Elbows into the sides of the body. Move forward. Yes. Lift the chest. Come all the way up into extension. Lengthen upward. We have plenty ways to go, but this is the first progression. Lift the hips, curl the toes, and come back into down dog. Well done. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Together, nice. Take the right leg, lift it up, slowly elevate. Try to keep the hips square and hold that connection. Push the heel back a little further. We're going to get a little more energetic now, so let's lift the chest. Bring the knee into the rib cage and step between the hands. Look forward and hold the hips dropped. Now from here, I want you to feel the upper body lengthen. Nothing else changes. Lower the back knee to the mat. Lift both arms together. Yes. Create that space. Create that lift. Feel your extension. Move the hips forward and back. Reach down. If it's hard to keep the arms above the head, hands can heart center. No reason you can't modify or vary your body's position. Deep, deep. Come right back up. One more time. Lift the arms forward. Stretch way out in front. Now curl that back toe under. Lift the back leg off the mat. Lift both arms up to the sky. Hold that extension. Yes, this is called a crescent lunge. Super active. Open the arms, come down, chest against that front thigh. Lift the hips high enough to step that right left foot back to meet the right. And as you hold the plank above the mat, stay here. 3 deep breaths. Yeah. Inhale. Knees can come down. You know they can. Stay here if you can. 1 more breath. Together, lower from high to low plank. Ah. Inhale, upward facing. Create the energetic lift. Exhale, lift the hips all the way back. Downward facing. Yes, breathe. Yeah, we lifted left leg first time. Now the right leg up. You got it. Step the foot between the hands. Look forward. Hold that extension, lift the chest and hang. Well done. Here's where we find a balance. Lower the back knee, lift the upper body, hold the control, lift both arms together. Bend forward and come right back up. Hips come forward and right back up. Just moving in the pelvis, moving in that ankle joint, creates a nice fluid space between the front thigh and the back, reminiscent of the lunge we're going to create in just a second. Beautiful. 1 more time. Lift up, open the arms. Beautiful switch. Palms come down. Back toe under. Straighten the back leg. Reach the arms forward, all the way up, high crescent lunge. Now, feel the extension, feel the balance. Some of you, real difficult to keep that spine upright over the top. So instead of pushing the leg straight, bend the back knee. Feel the control from center. You can always go deeper and you can always extend further, but I want you to feel your hips right under the shoulders. Make that connection and your body will feel much more freedom and fluidity. Here we go. Fold forward, open the arms, hinge. Hands next to the front foot, step back to high plank. From high to low, or just go right back to down dog. Upward facing, lift and extend. Exhale, flow back, hips high. Downward facing, yeah. Breathe. Together, deep breath in. Exhale. Now we're gonna do one part of a sun series. It creates a lunge first. So bend both knees, my left, but your right foot steps forward. Now hold that forward step, turn your left heel to the mat. Keep your right hip reaching toward the back of the room, lift the chest and open the arms. Come all the way up, referred to as warrior 1. In this posture, try not to force the back knee forward. Let the leg extend, feel the outer edge of the foot on the mat. Torso, rotation to that front leg, but lengthen the spine to do it. When you reach up, you're gonna feel some beautiful connections in the body. You're gonna feel the back of your right side connect to your left hip. Those are good things. Let it happen. Try not to minimize it. Lengthen up a little higher. Exhale, open the arms. Fold forward, turn the back heel up as you come down. Step back to that high plank. Now either through the vinyasa on the hands, the feet, or lower your knees with me. Come down. Upward facing. Exhale, curl the toes, lift the hips, roll over the feet, downward facing. Nice. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. Together, your left leg steps forward. Reach up, look forward and hold. Now turn your right heel to the mat. Recognize where that left hip is, not swung to the side, but pulled straight back. Open the arms and lift and hold. Create the extension and hold the lift. Once you feel the upper body lengthening, reach the torso, energize both heels into the mat and feel the outer edge of that back foot on the floor. Stretch and extend those arms and maybe even reach those palms together without bending the elbows and recognize the big stretch that that creates. Open the arms, hinge forward, turn the back heel up, both hands come down, step back to the high plank, or go right to down dog from high to low. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, lift the hips, roll back. Downward facing and hold that extension. 3 deep breaths. Remember, always available to come into child's pose whenever you need, so don't hesitate to sink back and stretch. Oh yeah. Now, together, lift both heels, bend the knees, look forward at your thumbs, and walk, step, or float up all the way to your hands. Once you reach the fingertips, hands on the shins, halfway look up. Exhale, fold back into the thighs. Together, unhinge, lift the chest, extend the arms, come all the way to standing. Reach up, lift up, hands back to heart center. Standing series. Now here's what we're gonna focus on. One leg at a time, one side at a time. Take now your left leg and step back, leave the right foot forward. Turn your body to face the side of the room and straighten both legs. We're moving to a pose called triangle pose first. Now in this pose, I'm gonna show you side facing so you know where to go. The heels align and your hips, for now, centered underneath the shoulders. Now you're gonna dip into that right hip and extend the body out over that front leg. Come back up. Now let's do it with the arms together. Arms out, extend, hinge, and extend. Reach down towards the shin or ankle, lengthen through the upper body, and gaze up towards that hand. When you hold the lift, feel the challenge, not by trying to go lower, but by lengthening the spine further out. So the trick here is not to curve the back, but to keep the back neutral. Hinge deeper in the hip. Now, bony process. In that hip joint, when that hip draws back, you'll feel the long length down the front of that thigh. Strength through the quadricep, and most importantly, don't feel like you have to lock the knee. Balance challenge. Turn the eyes up to the hand that's above you. Hold that extension. Feel the reach, feel the lift. This is where a block comes in handy. A shoe box, block if you have one, or just hold your shin is perfect. Now look down towards that front foot and rotate towards the thigh. Bend your front knee to release tension in the hamstring, and then stand all the way up and switch legs. Step forward and switch. Take now left foot forward, right foot back. Rotate your body to the side of the room. Toe falls forward, hold right there. Once again, I'll show you the open stance. Hands on the hips. Position your bodies. The back foot is slightly turned in. Front toe. Let's not have that toe out to the side. Let's make sure that toe is right on the midline of the body, inside the knee, so the knee faces that second and third toe. Deepen in the hips. Feel what the pelvis is like to move there. And then extend the arms and reach out. Move deep into the posture and then fold into the thigh. What's our key? Keeping our torso strong and centered. Not curved, but centered. There's a challenge there to keep that rib cage pulling and lengthening up and out. Gaze towards the hand as a balance challenge. Look down if you feel you're uncertain about where your position is. Hold it here. Nice, everybody. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale. Recognize the strength. Feel those thighs. Feel everything connecting from bottom to top. Now, my big question, where's your breath? Feel it. Holding poses is like building a framework, a foundation. We focus on endurance, and then we deepen. When we hold poses, we learn about our bodies. It's not rushing from pose to pose. Building a foundational practice, you learn and understand what each pose feels like, but do not struggle, and you should not be straining. Come all the way up, bend the front knee, turn the body down, and lift yourself back to standing. Switch feet. Come back with that right foot to the front. Turn the back foot to the side, rotate the body and the pelvis out to the side, and we're gonna put the next two poses together. First is referred to as warrior two. So that once again, the feet are wide, body upright, arms extend. Gaze over the fingertips of that front hand. You're gonna keep the shoulders stacked over the hips, and we're gonna move deeper into this pose by bending that front knee, sinking into the thighs, shoulders align over hips. Warrior two, gaze over the fingertips and find that alignment. Try not to arch the back, but pull through the rib cage. I give you these options so the body and you can learn. Deep breath, inhale. Things to key into, things to focus on throughout. Now take the rib cage, move forward like you did in triangle pose, and then drop the elbow down on top and reach the arm overhead as you create what's called an extended side angle pose. Now when you reach overhead, feel the length through the side, from the fingertips down to the arch of that foot for that long extended side. Deep breath, inhale. Look up inside the elbow for a balance challenge. Look down to the floor if you're uncertain of where your body is in position, and hold that gaze. This pose, if it's in your wheelhouse, you can take the arm deeper into the floor or on your block. If you feel that's a perfect place to hang out, stay right where you feel most comfortable. Now extend that left arm back up. Come back up into warrior two where you found it originally. Hold that link posture, straighten the front leg, and switch feet. Step up, change angles. Left leg forward, right foot back. Reset the hips. We break it apart pose by pose in this first sequence, learning together. In future workouts, I'm going to be linking these poses together in a fluid sequence. Now come down and hold that deep drop. Gaze forward over the front hand. Feel the ribs and hips come together for that nice application. Stability, connection from high to low, length, and depth. Feel the arms extend away from each other. Feel that long stretch. Nice. Nikki, you hanging in there? All right. Inhale. On the exhale, reach forward. Fold the elbow on top of your thigh. Extend the arm above the head. Relax the shoulder. Rotate the palm and bring the arm overhead. Hold that length. Variation on this. You can sink deeper into your practice if you have it. All the time, feeling more length and extension through the body. Patience is the key. Patience in our practice. Patience in our lives. Come back up. Warrior two. Beautiful. Lift the body. Step forward. All the way to the front of your mat. Final standing sequence before we come to the floor. Let's place the right foot forward. Left foot back. Now, if you have that block nearby, always a good idea. Keep it handy. Now, square the hips. Lift the chest. Lift the arms up. Nice, beautiful counter pose. Reach the arms up together. Feel the active extension. Inhale deep. Reach back a little further if you've got the range. And as you exhale, open the arms. Hinge forward. Hold halfway. Then feel the activation as you look over to the right side and reach the hand across onto the floor or the block outside the foot. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, rotate. Some nice challenges, as Nikki just showed you, was to find where your sacrum is. Feel your back parallel to the floor on the lower half. Lift the chest and slowly start to turn. A beautiful practice here is to find the activation on the inside of your right leg, co-contracted with the muscles on the left side of your rib cage and torso. Create that sling, create that extension, and you'll find beautiful connections. The stronger the brace, the easier the movement. Inhale. Exhale, look back to the floor. Bring both hands down. Soften that front knee. Hands above the thigh, lift the chest, and switch legs. Step back. Rotate the hips to the front, which means your back foot does come forward. Step in as close as your body needs. Place the block on the outside of the foot. Reaching across the body is going to be our goal. Inhale, both arms up. Lengthen and lift. Energy up. Fold forward, extend the arms to the side. Feel that airplane wing and feel the activation on the muscles on the back side of that left leg. Look down, rotate across. Place the hand on the lower back once again if you need to feel where the connection and centering the hips are. Then lift the chest. Look to the side. Extend. If you don't have the mobility, stay right here, just looking to the outside. If you do, turn the heart, turn the torso, but feel the movement come from the upper part of the back, not the lower. Inhale deep. Exhale. One more deep breath here. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, turn the body. Rotate slowly. Fold into that half stretch. From here, move the block out of the way. Bend your front knee. Step back to high plank. Look forward over the hands. Lower your knees and rock back into child's pose. Well done. Deep breath in. Rock your body. Move the stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Well done. Come forward, hands and knees. Now, together, I want you to take your toes, curl the toes under, lift the hips up and back. Now, lift the heels, bend your knees, step up, have a seat on the front. Good. Well done. Boat pose, legs forward. Now you've got it. If you feel like your body's been moved a little bit, take a break. You can rest your hands, relax your shoulders, hug in. If you're ready for the next set, here's what we do. Lift the chest. You can sit the first one out or join us. Extend the arms forward, lean back just far enough to feel the contraction. Now here, it's not a rounded spine. The elevated posture makes a difference. Walk the feet a little closer, feel the connection. Fold the elbows. Let's learn how to do this together. Bring the knees up to touch the elbows and hold. This is the perfect beginning to learning boat. If you need a variation, just keep the hands on the floor or put the feet on the floor. If you've got the legs up, elbows up, Pretty soon you're going to learn to extend the legs without dropping the knees, one at a time. Lift up and hold, come back down, other side, lift up and hold. How about both legs together? Extend the arms and breathe. 3 deep breaths. Feel the strength. Feel the lift. Feel the elevation. One breath, one deep breath. Cross the ankles, come forward and release. Fold into those thighs, melt. Feel the back relax, the body forward. Calm and easy. Together, inhale, exhale. Lift the chest, extend the body. Both legs forward, straight ahead. Now, we're going to roll back into the mat. Reach the arms forward, roll down slow. Now, when you feel the mid part of your back touch the mat, stay there. Hold the contraction. Legs are relaxed, but the core is strong. Hold the connection. If you feel the neck, lie down immediately. If you feel the connection, stabilize. 3, 2, 1, release. Take both knees into the body. Hug together. Before we do a counter pose, rock side to side. Easy right, easy left. It's called a bridge. Bring your feet onto the mat. Place the palms next to your hips. Feel the sensation of activation around the spine first. So instead of just lifting the hips, brace, bridge. Once you feel the hips go into extension, move the hands towards each other under the body. If you can interlock the fingers, go ahead, open the chest. If you feel that's too big a stretch, keep the palms on the floor. Comfortable, quiet, balanced, easy. Feel the chest rise. Each breath in control. Feeling elevation, contraction, but calm. One more breath here. Together, separate the arms. Roll the shoulders apart and come down one vertebra at a time. Upper back, middle back, lower back, sacrum. Into the mat. Now rock the knees side to side. Together. Final series of stretches. Now I want you to bring your right knee, our left, into your body. And then extend. Left leg down. Feel the nice single leg stretch. Hold and breathe. Yes. Inhale. Exhale. Now together, I want you to take the leg, move it away from the midline of your body. Open the arms to the side. Slide the right toe behind the left knee, underneath. Then lift the right hip and rotate into a twist. Now feel the movement coming from the upper body. Not trying to push that leg down, but just feeling that long rotation through your back. Each breath, quieting, calming, centering, easing. Come back to your center. Reset the hips on the floor. Reposition the pelvis and switch legs. Your left knee into the body. Set the thigh. Lie back and release. Move the thigh, but feel the quietness and the calm starting to rush over your body. Releasing. This is a centering stretch. Release the knee, arms to the side. Place the left toe behind the right knee. Lift the hip and turn across. Easy rotation. Deep breath. Feeling the quiet. Listening to the body. Feeling the release. Bring your leg back to the center. reset the hips, reposition the pelvis, and then take both knees back into the body for one last easy tuck in and out. Side to side, lift the head up slowly, reach up, grab a hold if you can, and then feel that nice ball. Forehead to knees. Release, unravel. Walk your legs down. Separate the feet as you extend the thighs all the way out. Roll the palms open. Let your head tilt side to side. Our final pose, Shavasana. In this pose, the design is to quiet, to calm, to center. Our target here is to try to detach, not react. Here, feel like your mind is letting go, recognizing thoughts that pass through, and let them do just that, come and go. Trying not to dwell, trying not to hold on too tightly. Give your mind a much earned and deserved break. If you get lost, come back to your breath. Inhale. Exhale. That's it. Stay in this quiet place. Stay in this calm, centered feeling. Inhale. Feel the breath now, much more internal, much more quiet and at ease. Being at peace and feeling centered is a gift you give yourself. Now, when you're ready, move the wrists and the hands. Rotate the elbows and bring those arms above the head. Stretch all the way back. Create space, create length. Bend your knees, walk feet into the body. Tilt the knees side to side and just roll onto whatever side feels appropriate for you. From your side, lift into a sitting posture. Turn yourself back. Once you reach the front, cross the ankles into an easy pose. Lift the chest and feel the body rise. Resting your hands on your knees keeps a connection, or offer a yoga hand mudra. The feeling of connection of the first finger and thumb remain together. The other three fingers represent a reaching out, a giving gesture. Strength receiving. What we give is what we get. And the connection between those messages is something, if you choose to live by, can make a huge difference, not only for yourself, but those around you. Together we practice. Together we build a community. Together we create change. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale. 2 final deep breaths. Inhale 1. Exhale. 1 last deep breath together. Inhale up. And as you exhale, I thank you for your patience and strength. Namaste. Beautiful. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful week. Have a beautiful day. Thank you again. I am Robert. This is Nikki. Thank you for the practice. Take care.